Carney. I'm the wellness director at South Bay at Mount Pleasant, and I am about to demonstrate a Pilates class that's focused on core stabilization and muscle movement control. So we're going to really focus on sitting up nice and tall during this class and bracing that core. When you're bracing the core, I want you to continue to breathe, but just be mindful of your core stabilization throughout your movements. The movements might be nice and slow, but that is to practice that muscle movement control along with that core stabilization. So we're going to start out with a warm-up. So I'm going to warm up with your shoulders. We're going to roll it forward. Sitting up nice and tall, embracing that core. Okay, ready? We're going to go backwards, roll the shoulders backwards. And this ball is what you're going to need throughout this Pilates class. It's just a nice small Pilates ball. We're going to do arm circles. So ball can be in either hand, it doesn't matter. We're going to do arm circles forward. Get those shoulder joints moving. Can be nice and slow movements. And let's go to the back. Good. I'm going to have you separate your hands this way. Open up your chest. Switch the ball into the other hand. Open that chest up. Continue to breathe throughout this movement. Inhale and exhale. Put your hands down by your side. We're going to lift up and down. If you can't get your arms that high up in the air, that is okay. You put them as high as you can without any discomfort. As soon as you feel discomfort, don't move any further. Okay, let's bring it to the center. We're going to start with an upper body workout. So we're going to grab the ball in our hand right in front of the chin. So the elbows should be at a nice angle, like a triangle, not too wide, not too close together. A nice little angle. We're going to move the ball up towards the forehead and back down. Very smooth movement. We're focusing on that core stabilization while sitting up nice and tall, bracing the abdomen, and using muscle control, moving the ball up with control and down with control. We're going to move the ball out in front of you. You're going to pull it up to your forehead like a bicep curl. Nice and slow movements. Remember to breathe throughout the movement. We're going to work on each joint. Okay, bring it down towards your chest. We're going to push it out and in. While you're doing this, I want you to push your shoulders forward, and then once you're pulling back, you're going to open that chest up. So push forward and open the chest. Push forward Open the chest. Don't forget we're sitting up nice and tall, holding that core in, bracing and breathing. Good. I want you to hold it out in front of you. We're going to drop it to the knees and lift it up as high as you can go. That's comfortable. Don't let go of that core stabilization. Keep that core nice and tight throughout the movement. Hold it out in front of you. We're going to squeeze the ball. Nice and slow movement with the hand. We're going to practice our muscle control within the fingers and that hand dexterity. You can switch your grip on the ball. So it should be smooth in and smooth out. The ball won't pop, I promise. Okay, we're going to squeeze the palms together. So instead of the fingers squeezing the ball, now we're squeezing it between the palms. Okay, hold the ball towards your chest, and we're going to do the same thing. You're going to squeeze in between your palms. Hold it out in front of you. We're going to go wide, open that chest up, take the time to open it up and close it. We're going to switch the ball to the other hand. Open the chest and close. Remember to inhale and exhale throughout this movement. Good. Bring it back into the center. You can roll your shoulders a little bit. Okay, we're going to start with the right hand. So put the ball in the right hand by your side. We're going to lift it all the way up as far as you can go without discomfort. Should be a nice smooth movement. When you're doing this, you can squeeze the ball at the top of the movement and at the bottom of the movement. So squeeze and squeeze. Squeeze and squeeze. Okay. And I have you do a bicep curl with the right hand. So we're going to pull it up to the shoulder, squeeze the ball, and back down. Pull it up, squeeze, and back down. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. I'm going to have you hold it out in front of you. We're going to do squeezes with fingers on the ball. Nice and slow movements. Really focusing on that muscle control in the hands. Okay, let's do a wrist circle. And other way around. Let's lift the ball up and down. All right, we're going to switch to the left arm. So putting the ball down by your side, you're going to lift it as high as you can go within your range of motion. Squeeze it at the top, squeeze it at the bottom. Remember, we're holding that core, we're bracing that core, sitting up nice and tall. Good, come back down. We're going to do the bicep curl up to the shoulder and back down, squeezing at the top. Good. Hold it out in front of you. We're going to do our ball squeezes. That left hand, remember, nice and slow movement. Really focusing on each little millimeter our muscles are moving. Every muscle fiber should have the time to squeeze and release. Okay, let's do a wrist circle, stretching out those wrist muscles. And other way around. Okay, let's move the ball up and down. Good, bring it back in. Do a nice shoulder roll. All right, we're gonna move to the core. So I know that we've been holding our core the whole time, which is good, but we're gonna focus more on the core in these exercises. So you're gonna take the ball into one hand. It doesn't really matter which hand. It's just kind of nice to have a ball in your hand. Okay, we're gonna lean to the side and go to the other side. Side. And to the other side. Really focus on that core stabilization. If you can't reach down as far as I'm reaching down, that is okay. Your mobility is different from my mobility, but this class will help you increase your mobility. Last one. Okay, grab the ball with both hands. Feet should be nice and shoulder width apart. Feet should be parallel, so not angled big. I know you can't see my feet in there, but my feet are straight forward, nice and flat on the ground. We're gonna move the ball forward bending at the hip and back. You can pull the ball back if you'd like, working on that bicep muscle as well. We're gonna go nice and slow throughout this movement. And don't forget to breathe. Okay, good. I want you to hold it out in front of you. So I don't want you to bring it in throughout this whole movement. I want you to hold it out. So this will help you really stabilize with that core and sit up nice and tall. We're gonna move to the side and then to the other side. This again should be a very slow moving exercise. It should not be that fast. And do not twist past your comfortability level. So if you're not comfortable twisting all the way, don't. When you're to the side like this, you should feel that abdominal trying to hold you in place. Okay, good. Come back to the center. We're going to spread our legs out a little bit. We're going to reach to the ground or close to the ground. So if you can't touch the ground all the way, that is okay. You can come as low as you can comfortably. And we're going to reach up, still stabilizing with that core. So you're coming down and up. We're going to do this about 8 more times. Make a total of 10. So that was 2. This is 3. 4. Don't rush through the movement. Go nice and slow. 5. 6. 7, 8, 9, last one. Go nice and slow. And okay, now we're gonna do legs. So we're gonna sit up nice and tall, keeping those abs nice and straight. We're gonna lift up the ball above our knees and hold it there, and we're gonna do legs. So we're gonna lift that right leg up to the ball and back down. We're gonna make sure you're keeping that ball as far away from your body as possible. This allows for you to use those abdominal muscles. Make sure you're controlling that movement up and down. Not too fast, not too slow, so you're not slamming down. I'm gonna make sure it's nice and smooth. All right, let's move to the left leg, up to the ball. Okay, we're gonna move to kick outs. Kick your right foot out and back in. Keeping that ball out, keeping that core braced. Continue to breathe. Okay, good. Let's move to the left leg. Good. Keeping the ball out, sitting nice and straight and tall. We're going to do calf raises. Lift the ball up and down as your heels come up and down, up and down. Good. Let's lift the toes. So you're lifting the toes up and down. Good. Let's do heels and toes. So lifting the heels and then the toes. Okay, good. Relax. All right, and that's Pilates. Thank you guys.